I'm gonna take a look. I think Cobra Tate's another high value male that did some bad stuff. Let's take a look. I don't know how much I'm going to get this through. I mean, look at how many tabs there are. But they threw it all together. Let's take a little bit of a look. This is Tate on sparkling water. I guess this is where everything starts, with sparkling water. That's where all high value men start. It's sparkling water, carbonated water. That's where everything starts. Personally, I just drink out of the sink. Well, actually, I drink out of bottles of water. I used to drink out of the sink, but apparently that's bad for you. I don't know.
I can't go through my life without getting angry. One dude orders sushi. Some other dude's scared of bubbles.
What?
Pussy-ass dudes.
What? Is that racist? Is that like a hate crime against Japanese people to say, like, one guy orders sushi? Because that's a Japanese kind of a thing, right? I mean, I like sushi. Who doesn't? But why is it bad for? If anything, I feel like if anything, sushi would be alpha because you're eating raw fish. You're testing your body's limits every time. Sparkling water, that's kind of, I would consider that gay, right? Like, no offense, but like, right? If by high value male standards, okay.
We are filming in my cigar lounge. It's not yet complete.
Okay.
But this is a room in my house that's going to be specifically for cigars. It's a cigar lounge. We've got oak on the walls. We've got very expensive liquors. Not that I can tell the difference. Like whiskey, I bought a $1,000 bottle, bought a $20 bottle. Tasted the same to me. That's what you do when you're rich.
I guess you have bad taste buds. I don't know.
I got a cigar lounge in my house.
True beta taste buds.
Because I'm a G. And that's going to lead on to the following point. How the only water I drink.
I think instead of a cigar lounge in my house, I'm going to have like a playroom for my kids. I think that might... Maybe that'll be a better or maybe I'll just smoke cigars in the playroom with the kids. 2-for-1 special. Smoke cigars, watch the kids. They'll run over to me, Dad, I want a hug, and I'll just go blow it in their face, and then they go, and they'll learn to stay away from me because I don't want them. I'm just kidding.
Drink is sparkling water because sparkling water is for rich people.
Why?
I'll tell you why. You can get non-carbonated water, still water, from the fucking tap.
I mean, you can. It's kind of dirty a lot of times. You kind of got to get a filter because, you know, we have a shitty government.
The government gives you that shit effectively for free. Sparkling
Not really. You pay taxes, but okay.
water you have to buy. So you only drink...
I mean, you could just buy bottled water. Thank you so much for the sub, brother.
Look
at, I'm rich. I'm rich. I buy bottled water from Costco. Oh, you have to buy the bottled water. They like redirect the good water through pipelines, and then they sell it to us. It's like, yeah. That's a good guy.
Sparkling water. You only drink rich man's water.
Okay.
I explained this to someone, some bumbuckler, and of course he replied with the typical, but I don't like sparkling. You don't like sparkling water? You don't like water? Yeah, but the bubbles. The bubbles?
I mean, I don't like it either.
You're scared of bubbles, you little bitch? It doesn't taste of anything. It has
it's only, I guess the texture is gross. I don't
bubbles in it. Oh, you're afraid of bubbles? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is another full-grown man.
Bro, you're afraid of dead fish. You don't like sushi. I mean, who the fuck are you to criticize?
Fucking some other bitch. Just told you about how to fucking I'm sitting. I can't go through my life without getting angry. I've got to meet people, business associates, etc. I go there. One dude orders sushi. Some other dude's scared of bubbles. Like if a waiter comes over and goes, "What water for the table?" Sparkling, please. I obviously answer because I'm the fucking boss. And then some little fucking bitch. Oh, can I have a still? The fuck? Just drink the water on the table. You're a fucking man. You're gonna start making the waiter run back and forth and change water orders because you can't handle bubbles?
What is happening?
Pussy-ass dudes. You should only drink sparkling water anyways because it's what aristocrats like myself drink. The lord of all beasts of the land.
Is this guy, he's very serious. Wow, that's incredible.
Fishes of the sea. We drink sparkling water, and you should want to be like me because I'm a better person than you. So in every single possible tiny way you can emulate
Didn't you get arrested for like sex trafficking, you fucking degenerate piece of shit?
the great Andrew Tate, you should be doing the same things. Don't order sushi, drink sparkling water. But even if you are such a bitch, you won't choose sparkling water. When it's given to you, just fucking drink it. If I see a man, if you ever meet a man who's afraid of sparkling water, know this. He's certainly afraid of combat. He's
Aren't you like telling men to just submit to what you think? Isn't that like a beta thing to say?
certainly afraid to get punched in the mouth. He's afraid of a fucking carbonated bubble. Little pussy-ass dude. So if you're sitting there at a table and your friend won't drink sparkling water, he's not your friend. Because when shit hits the fan and you get jumped and you're getting stabbed by 10 randoms...
I feel like drinking sparkling water stereotypically would make you the guy afraid to fight. Like, I just don't know what you're talking about.
He ain't jumping in front of...
I mean, I wouldn't think of it in those terms because that's stupid, but like, if we're going to go down this route, I mean, Jesus.
To save your ass, like a good friend should, if he's scared of fucking bubbles in his water. Anyone who drinks still water is excommunicated permanently.
Okay.
And for your safety,
Well, thank God.
I strongly suggest you do the same. Get all your friends around. Call every friend you have right now. All of them.
Guys, listen, you struggling with money? Buy sparkling water. You need to save your money for other things? Don't worry about it. Buy sparkling water. Be poor. Buy sparkling water. Like, what the fuck is this? This is weird.
For a party, when they all turn up, pour out sparkling water. Pour it all out. Pour it out. See, everyone, let's have a glass of water together. Water can't hurt anybody.
They do pour it out. I pour it into the sink because it's disgusting.
We're all probably dehydrated anyway. What's the worst water can do? Everyone, let's have a nice glass of water, and everyone's going to drink it. And when you see that one dude, oh, there's bubbles. Never speak to him again.
Incredible. That was a great advice. Thank you. Only women should cook. I agree. Right, baby? Right? That's right. She said, yeah, begrudgingly. Then she messaged, my wife's behind me. Instead of saying something to me, she puts in the chat, so are you trying to tell me that you fart like that every time you stream and I don't hear it? Are you fucking kidding me? Why would I read that? I muted my mic to fart, and she's like, you fart all the time? And I just read things before I okay. You cut that out.
It's been a while since I've done a take speech. I've lots to say, of course, but I'm busy.
Why are you so...
Running around with AKs, ARs in Ukraine, saving people from hostage situations, making millions of dollars.
Bro, you're playing fucking like airsoft, and you're acting like you're a Chad.
Driving around in sports cars, living the life you wish you had. You don't have it. You're not good enough.
Not really.
But you know what? The universe actually gives people exactly what.
Like if I had more money, I would probably live in a little bit of a nicer house, and then I would just chill. I don't want a sports car. I might get like a nice SUV. That's it, but not that nice. Maybe like a $40,000 car. I really just like, I don't get it. I feel like you're in a constant, like, I feel like if you feel the need to buy status symbols, which is all like really nice cars are, then you're really insecure with yourself. Oh, I'm going to go. I live in a nice house. I got status symbols. Look at me. I drink sparkling water. Why do you feel the need to constantly tell people that you're cool? That's kind of lame, don't you think? Like, why do you need to do that every single time?
We deserve. The universe has
Sounds
given
like
you
you're
exactly
insecure.
What you deserve, not a penny more or a penny less. If you deserve what I have, you'd have it. And you don't, because you're not as great as me. You've not been through what I've been through. Anyway, let's get on subject.
Okay.
Without the ranting. I was talking to some guy the other day. It's kind of on subject, actually. I was talking to some guy the other day. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do my take speeches. And he was telling me, oh, yeah, Tate, I want to be rich, blah, blah, blah. Like every dude says. Yeah, I'd love to live, your life, driving the cars, blah, blah, blah. And I'm at the guy's house. I've actually known him for a long time. I've known him since school.
Okay.
And we're sitting there chilling.
Yeah.
I was there for about 6 hours. And he's like, yeah, it'd be nice one day. Anyway, I'm hungry. You want something to eat? I was like, no, I'm fine, bro. So he gets his ass up. It's a full-grown man.
Bro, this guy's isn't wearing socks. He looks like he has he looks like he's wearing like what are those called? Like stiletto shoes. Bro, I wouldn't be caught dead in that. I feel like, what are you doing? What is that? No socks? That's beta shit. You gotta take care of your shoes, bro.
Cook himself something to eat. Now I know you amateurs. As an amateur, you think, what's the problem? You're at your friend's house to make himself some food. But amateurs don't understand the world because amateurs do not analyze the world. As a professional, which is what I am, I was analyzing the actions of said individual, and I completely understood why he will remain poor for eternity.
Wait, what?
You're sitting here telling me you're upset that you're broke, and you're going to spend time. And everybody knows the age-old adage: time is what?
Wait,
money. Money. That's right. Time is money. You're going to spend time.
Wow.
Preparing food.
This guy's a fucking moron. So this guy's logic is that buying your own food is and making it yourself is like always cheaper. It's just an objective fact. Okay, so this person is doing that, and his response is like, no, you shouldn't do that because it's a waste of time, and time equals money. Now, I understand time does equal money, but when you're like not working, like you're saving money by making your own food. I just like people who are poor should do that because it'll be cheaper for you.
Now, actually think about this for a second. If you're broke, if you're not a millionaire,
did I hear about Kevin Samuels passing away? Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. I care as much as he would care if I died. I don't give a shit.
The last thing you should be doing with your time is cooking. I can't think of a lower ROI activity than walking to the fridge, getting out some ingredients. Ooh, an onion. Only get the onion. I'm going to start cooking. Fridge, ooh, an onion, and some lettuce. Now, get a knife. Get my knife. Cut my onion.
Okay.
Cut my onion. You're broke!
Why would you hold the onion, like he's holding it up? You need to put it down on the tray and cut it. How do you not know how to cut an onion? It's not that hard.
You're fucking poor! You can get rotisserie chicken for $5. Boom! Chicken, bang, eat, bang, back to work. You can fucking do a million things. You can go for a run. You can get in shape. The time you spend cooking.
Are you talking about buying like a cooked rotisserie chicken? I guess you could do that. Okay.
If you dedicated to kickboxing, you could have got paid from kickboxing or piano. You could
Kickboxing is expensive. How long do you think you have to do things in order to get paid? Like if you just spent that hour kickboxing for $100 a lesson, like okay, like I'm gonna lose a lot of money. No, it doesn't matter because eventually you might be able to teach it. But I don't want to teach it. Doesn't matter. You need to. What are you talking about? What's happening?
Traveling piano man with the time you wasted cutting fucking onions. If you're broke, there is zero reason why you should ever prepare me. If you're a multi-millionaire, and you're a boring one. You're not a fun one like me. That's big cigars, big cute, fast cars. You're one of the really boring ones, and you have all the time in the world because you're rich and you want to cook. Sure, waste your time, right? But if you're not a multimillionaire, your time is extremely important as a man. That needs to be dedicated towards world conquest. There's no need to prepare food. Either order some food, which can be done very cheaply and very healthily. You can get rotisserie chicken in a bag of salad for like $4. Bang, done. Or instruct a female to provide sustenance. Good.
Right, yeah.
And get back to world conquest. You have better things to do. Okay. So I'm sitting there, my friend's cooking his meal, and I start telling him, you're a jackass, you're gonna be poor forever.
Okay.
What do you mean? Because you're cooking. So, well, everyone cooks. Everyone's broke. It doesn't have to prove me, right?
No, not at all. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. That would be like if I was like nobody should drink water. Why? Because everybody who's ever died is drinking water. Oh my god, you're right. It must be the water. That must be the thing making people die, is drinking water. We're actually slowly putting poison into our body over the course of our lifetimes. Stop drinking water, guys. Only dead people drink water. That's the same logic that he's throwing out here right now. What a fucking idiot.
That proves me totally right. I can't think of anything more stupid for a man to do. So wait to ask yourself this question. Okay. Are you broke? Yes. Do you cook? Probably.
No.
Do you not see the problem here?
No.
That is a complete
I just don't like cooking. I should probably cook more. I just don't want to.
Waste of your human time. The cooking, the preparation, the cleaning up afterwards. You're going to do this 3 times a day? The fuck is wrong with you? So this became my new world.
No, you just use the same plate all week. Duh. It's a fucking idiot.
You're broke, you cook, you're a jackass. Oh, you ain't got Lambo? I bet you cook food, don't you, bro? Boom, boom, boom. It's a fucking dork. Takes a bunch of steroids, he's a tough guy. Yeah, you know what? A real man cooks a real steak. You know, when I cook my steak, I can do it like a real man do it. You know what a real man does? A real man gets in the cage. A real man becomes a 4-time kickboxing world champion. A real man is $13 million.
Do you do any of that? You don't do those things. I don't understand. What is happening here?
A real man has 17 supercars. A real man has a property portfolio. A real man has a police chief in the city he lives in a fucking speed dial. That's what a real man does. A real man doesn't sit in his fucking broke ass
That sounds illegal.
house with his ugly ass wife cooking steak. That's bullshit. You think you're a real man because you managed to cook a steak. That is a cop-out.
You know, some guys like to cook. So
That's the ultimate symbol of failure. If you're gonna say that your credentials for masculinity are putting meat on a fucking stove. Do you know how I cook a steak as a real man? I instruct one of my 7 girlfriends. Meat now. Boom. It turns up perfect. Tabasco on the side. Nice glass of ice water. I ain't gonna do shit. That's how a real man cooks a steak. If you think cooking is important or manly, or if it's a good tough way to waste your time, a good pastime, or
hey, sometimes you like to grill. I like building a fire outside. You know, these are waste of time. Is therapeutic. I like doing that kind of shit. Hey, real men have light sensitivity issues and they wear sunglasses inside, guys. Always remember that lesson.
well, I need to eat, so I'll just cook. You do not understand the true link between
Sun rays are just the sun showing you their penis. So you always need to make light is just the sun's penis. So you need to always close your eyes or wear sunglasses so the sun's penis can't intrude your vision.
genuine focus on an objective and success. Because I promise you, when I was broke, I didn't have time to cook. I was trying to learn how to get fucking rich.
Crazy. Wow, Hustlers University. I bet he's just telling people stuff.
20.
All right, how to deal with grief. Okay, this will be a real good one.
8 years old, just lost my father, about to lose my mother soon from cancer. How do I deal with grief, and does the pain ever go away? Can I chime in for a second? Sure.
All right, here's how you deal with grief. You know, you obviously want to confide in somebody that means a lot to you, and just kind of process in your own time. You know, do what you got to do, man. Like, you know, when I'm upset, sometimes you just gotta have a day. You take a day to yourself and allow it to upset you, and then kind of like move through it. You know.
How do I deal with grief? It's a question that I always find very complicated. So, as you know, I've had a similar situation happen in my life. What choice do you have, my friend? What do you mean? What happens if you don't deal with the grief? I don't understand. Are you going to kill yourself? Drink yourself into depression? Ruin your own life? You have no choice. You're on a train track. And you can either change the direction of the train that goes off a cliff, or you can keep it on the track. Time is going to still keep going on, and you are going to be sad. So are you going to be a sad winner, or are you going to be a sad loser? To me, it's very binary, and I don't understand the question.
Yeah, you're completely right. You nailed it. And also, there's another thing you need to understand is that the situation you're going through, although it's unfortunate, is the natural order of the universe.
Yeah, happens to everyone.
Happens to everyone. The things that upset me the most are things which are against the natural order of Earth. Because I'm a man who believes in justice.
You're not actually telling him what to do with how to deal with grief. You're just talking.
As we know about, we just talked about how I had to steal a man's wife because he pissed me off, and I free Joe Exotic, etc. Get my boys out of Ukraine. I'm a man who believes in justice. So I like when the universe operates as it should. So it would be far worse for your parents to lose you. That is not the just workings of the universe. You are younger. You are supposed to lose them and evolve as a human, and then have your own children, and your children are supposed to lose you. So basically, everything is going to plan. Congratulations. It could have been a lot worse. It'd be much worse for your parents if you died in a car crash.
Yeah,
so
and
be happy.
That still doesn't answer this guy's question. How do you deal with grief?
I said this on Twitter the other day. You're 28. So I lost my father when I was 27, 1 year younger. But I said this. So, my friend, you did not lose your father. Your father did his job. He raised you to be an adult. And now he's gone. I did not lose my father. Children lose their fathers. There are people in Ukraine right now and Russia losing their fathers because they are children. My
Why do you keep talking about Russia and Ukraine? What the fuck's happening here?
father did his job. I got past 18 years of age. Everything else was a bonus. The rest of the years, the other 9 years I got were an absolute bonus. And
Makes sense.
you,
All right, guys, kill yourselves when your kid turns 18. That's the
kept until you were 28. You did 1 year better than me, but you didn't lose your father. I'm telling you. You lost a man who you would have liked to have around, but was always going to go before you. So,
Wow, I guess just hire a circus clown, right?
listen, everything's going to plan. Smile. Go live your life.
Amazing. All right, Tate on women. Here's another probably hot, incredible take. Let's see what we got here. All right, so if one thing you want to do is you want to walk like you got to take a shit.
I've got an unpopular opinion for you. If you're going to be on my YouTube channel, you need to understand that I live in the real world. The real world is sexist. When I say that, people start freaking out going, you hate women. I don't hate women. I just think men are better than women at certain
Well, that you're sexist. Like, yeah, the real world tends to be a bit sexist, but I just think men are better than women. Like, okay, incredible.
things. They happen to be the things that are extremely important for survival. Next time a woman gives you that strong, independent woman bullshit, you need to remind her that less than 200 years ago, without a man in her life, she would literally die.
Okay, I guess. Mostly because we had like a sexist society. I mean, like, yeah, I understand back in the day there were different power roles and whatnot, and like men that were physically stronger usually, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But also, we're like not there anymore. 200 years ago, you'd be fucking walking. You wouldn't be a millionaire. You'd be a fucking peasant loser, and nobody would listen to anything you have to say. I don't think. Papa, I legitimately cried thinking about the systemic oppression women face. You're so freaking stupid.
Men hunt it. Men are stronger. We can run faster. We can swim further. We can fight. There's a lot of things a man can do that a woman instinctively cannot do. And for a long period of human history, if a woman didn't have a man, she would literally die and starve to death. So women need men for survival. Men don't need women. Yeah, we like to fuck women, and we need women
We kind of need to fuck, but yeah, okay.
to have babies. But in general, a man can survive on his own.
I mean, I feel like a woman could too. I mean, it's not like that difficult. Like back in the day, a woman could still hunt. It's just that it would make more biological sense for a man to hunt, like for a woman to be more nurturing and take care of kids. But like a woman could still do that thing, just like a man can nurture. But who cares? We're living in today's society where women can work jobs that pay well. So who gives a shit? Like, what does it matter? Like, it's like, yeah, 200 years ago. Okay. What does this matter?
A woman can. And if you look at the way the world is, this is why women are instinctively attracted to alphas or attracted to men with money or status, because women know they need to be provided for and cared for.
Well, no, not needed to be, but a lot of times women tend to like people who provide for them. There's probably a biological factor there. Well, there definitely is. And then there's definitely a socialized factor there. Like, my mom was an independent woman. Like, who gives a shit? Like, didn't need a man. Like, you don't need one. Yeah, people did not hunt 200 years ago. Yeah, true. But okay.
Be a real woman who's going to not come at you with this new age feminist bullshit. Is going to agree with you. She's going to sit there and go, yeah, you're actually right. Women
Well, probably not. But
need men far more than men need women.
I think the women that you surround yourself with would say that because they don't really care about you. They just say what you want to hear.
And that's because men are physically superior to females. And in the real world, you take away society, you go down to the very basic instincts of what being a human is. Being physically superior is actually, in most forms, the only form of superiority that matters.
That's true. That's why people. That's because physical superiority is how you have a car. People who are really strong and dumb as fuck were like, let's put wheels on. Hey, look, we found an entire car in the wild. Let's drive it. Like, not for nothing, but smart people have literally built the world for us for the most. Like, strong people, of course, matter, but like, who do you think has invented everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even make this prescription? Smart people are the only people that matter. Like, or dumb, or excuse me, strong people, or like physically strong, I guess. But like, what about every creation ever created? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Who gives a shit about how if women are smart as men? That's like an argument. I believe maybe we are equal. Maybe. That's another debate. But the point is, if there's a hurricane and law and order disappeared and you were stuck out in the wilderness and shit fucking hit the fan and there was no police around, who cares how smart you are? You need a man to protect you. You're gonna get raped.
So like if this is incredible hyper-specific scenario might happen, then everybody's maybe. Okay. That's a lot of outliers there.
Killed. That's the reality.
Why are there no police officers? Aren't men usually police officers? Where are those pussies? What do they run to?
Of the world. So before you continue with my YouTube channel, you're going to hear me reference a lot in the future that men are better than women. That's my point.
Wow.
I'm not sexist. I'm realistic. And reality is sexist. Also, let me just expand this. Well, while we're here, I'll expand on this point quickly. I know they say men and women are the same intelligence, and maybe that's true. But there's a whole bunch of
Well, no. What apparently the data shows is that like and again this has to do with the access access to education as well, because women are even today still like socialized away from particular things. Not all the time. It depends on like the society you live in. But women tend to be on average smarter than men, but like men tend, like when you observe like IQs, women consistently like kind of sit in the middle where there's like really dumb men and like really smart men. That doesn't mean there's not smart women, but like that's how things usually go. Is that there's just like a wider, like, you know, curve, I guess you say bell curve, you know?
Shit, which men and women should both be able to do equally as good, that men are far better at. Like, we have, like, running, for example, yeah? We have running world records for men, running world records for women. The men are better at running because the men are physically superior to the females. That's obvious, fine. But let's say Formula 1 driving. There's no reason why a man would be better at driving a car than a woman, unless he had faster reactions, unless he had something in his brain which allowed him to be more capable at that task.
Maybe. I mean, we don't really see women driving. It's very small, so like there might actually be a biological factor, probably more of a social factor of not introducing women into like racing at a younger age, you know, which is probably a bigger part of it. Because the more people that you introduce to a particular thing or a particular sport, the higher of a chance the best at that particular sport is going to rise up, right? Because everybody has like biological predispositions towards particular things that might make you good at a thing. So if you have a sample of like 100,000 people doing one thing, like 100,000 men doing a thing, but then only like 1,000 women, like for all we know, a woman that was socialized away from that particular activity, like racing, might have been like really good at it once they got through training. But simply put, they weren't able to get put into that field. That's pretty much it.
Why are all the best chess players in the world men? Why can't women break down the board and use their logic to compete with a man on a chessboard?
Could be an intellectual thing. It could be a socialized thing. Well, you have to see. Again, you'd have to introduce chess to more people. Men tend to dominate. Not even dominate, but there tend to be more men in chess. Maybe once more women, if more women find interest in it, that might change. Or maybe men are just like strategically better than women. We don't really know. I mean, it's something that you'd have to allow time to take on. But like, who really gives a shit? Why does that necessarily like matter?
I mean,
like the way that you're supposed to operate society is like, hey, here's a job. We need somebody to do the work. Okay, well, here's a person, and as long as that person can satisfy that work, then you're good. That's how life works, you know?
There's a whole host of activities I can give you where it should be completely fair, where a man's
I think men tend to still be better at chess.
physicality has nothing to do with it, where men simply excel and women don't. So I will let you take a step further. I believe men are superior to women physically. I also believe men are superior to females mentally. I'm not saying there are no smart women. I'm not saying every man is smarter. I'm not saying that men aren't dumb. I'm not saying that. I'm saying on average, if I were to go out into the general public and ask 100 women questions.
Actually, like on average, women tend to be smarter. Like we just established this, but like they tend to be smarter. Men tend to have like a larger curve of intelligence. Like there are some really smart guys, some less than smart guys. It's been the observed, but okay.
And 100 men questions. The men would probably know more. I know.
Yeah, really. Why don't you just do that experiment? Know more about what? Like, what would the questions you ask? Are men better? And then women would be like, no, I don't think so. And they'd be like, wrong, bitch. Like that. What questions would you ask?
Women who don't know their left and right. I don't know a single man who does that.
You know women who don't know their left from their right? What do you know? Children? What do you talk? Do you try to have sex with kids? I don't really understand. Like, why? How do you? Okay.
You're in a car with a chick. Go right quick and watch her flounder and go, which way's right? Say think fast and throw something at her. Watch her just flap her arms around and get hit in the face. Men don't do that shit. So men think faster than women anyways. We're physically superior and we're mentally superior. I just want to make the point that people think when I say this, I hate women. They're like, oh, you hate women. I don't hate women. I love women. 100% of the people I've had sex with in my life were women.
Are you sure about that?
Love women completely. I just understand that we're better.
But like, isn't that gay if you think about it? Because like you're just having sex with a female, like a feminine person. If your real man would dominate a masculine figure, it's gay to have sex with women. As a man, you need to have sex and dominate a masculine man to be straight. You have to show that you are more powerful. You have to show them that you're the alpha male. Okay, you guys are thinking backwards.
At different things. Women are better at giving compassion and more compassionate. I believe a mother is a lot more important than a father in certain roles. I understand the strength of being a woman, and I understand what women are good at. But I also understand the strength of being a man, and I understand that men are far superior than females in most of the most important fields that make us human.
Incredible. Great, thank you. Oh my god, this is how you finesse girls while dating. I don't know if I want to watch a 20-minute video. Oh, Fresh and Fit podcast. I don't know if I can watch this.
I don't understand. So,
dude, these stupid worthless fucks always like DMCA. I feel like it'd be a waste of time to watch.
A woman is more attractive.
Honestly, I'm kind of bored of this guy. I don't feel like watching like fucking 2 hours worth of content. I think we're good. I think we've learned enough about Cobra Tate about this. So you guys are fucking moron. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.